Hello, friends. Welcome back. Today is day 2 of the Take Back Your Home Challenge. I am Casey Pratt from Anchored Women, and it is my joy to walk with you through this challenge this week. That sounds cheesy, but I just love this challenge so much, and I really am happy to walk through it with you. So, yesterday was day 1. We talked all about how our anchored home can actually be a place of peace. Today, we're going to dive into the first step of creating that anchored home, which is defining your role inside your home. I talk to so many women who describe themselves as completely drowning in their houses, and I have been there. Right? The sheer amount of tasks to be done in a day, the clutter that needs to be sorted through, projects to work on all the time can leave any woman feeling absolutely overwhelmed, and a lot of us are in that spot. It is so easy to feel like we are really just drowning underneath the weight of all the things that have to be done. All the things, right? Like our entire existence is chained to this never ending to do list that is homemaking. We absolutely cannot get through it all. But today, I want to free you up a bit because the truth is that your home is not the boss of you. You're not stuck underneath all the clutter. You're not a slave to the to do list. You're not a victim here, as much as it might feel like that some days. Instead, I want you to see yourself as the manager. All right, the manager of your home. Managers don't do everything themselves. They make a plan and then they delegate. They oversee. Managers ensure that the necessary tasks are getting done, but they don't necessarily have their hands in every single one. Today, what I want you to do, what I'm hoping to encourage you to do, is to take back your role as home manager. That is you, the manager of the home, the person who sees the big picture, creates the plan, and adjusts the plan when it's not working. So, in order to get a good idea of what this means, we're going to break down the role of home manager into exactly what it includes and what it does not include. Okay? I'm going to get a little blunt here, but here we go. All right, what is the job of a home manager? Number 1, a home manager creates the plan that ensures that her home is well maintained. She is the plan maker. All right. You, as the manager, you see all the things that must be done, and you get the joyful task of organizing all of those things into a manageable plan. It really can be joyful. You gotta trust me. A home manager delegates the tasks on the plan to people who can help. A manager of a business who insists on doing everything herself is the manager of a business who is one step away from running that business into the ground. That does not work. Let's not let that translate into your home either, okay? It is your job to assign tasks to helpers who will contribute. We'll talk about that in a little bit. A home manager then trains those helpers so that they are completing the tasks correctly, which contributes to the good of the entire household. Notice I didn't say perfectly, but correctly. Okay. A home manager assesses the plan at regular intervals to see what's going well, what needs to be adjusted, what can be improved. And then lastly, the home manager, this is the hard one. I'm not going to lie, this is a hard one for me, for a lot of the women that I talk to, but it is maybe the most crucial. The home manager sets the tone in the home. Your attitude, your example, your speech, your actions all affect your people and shape how they approach their own roles in your home. So, we can't do this on our own. We have got to lean on Christ for the strength to do this. But remembering that this is probably one of the most crucial roles of a home manager is really important because we can go into our days then knowing that our attitude, our speech, our actions matter, not only for us, but for everybody else around us. All right. So that's what a home manager is, what the jobs of a home manager are. But what is not your job as home manager? Because there are things that are not your job to do. Now, I just want you to take a minute and understand that um this is a good thing. Okay? It's a good thing that not everything is yours to do. So, it is not your job to actually do every single task yourself. It's not your job. And we as women really need to stop believing that. All right? It is not your job to whine about the fact that no one is helping. Have we all been there where you feel like, "Hey, I'm doing everything myself and no one is helping me?" It's really discouraging. But I want you to remember we're going for peace here. There are ways to stay peaceful and require help to clean and maintain your home. This one is probably the one I'm worst at, let's be honest. But it is not your job to bark orders and lose patience when others are learning their roles. Okay. Especially when it comes to kids, I'm real bad at this. Working on it for sure. But I want you and me to remember that as hard as it can be to keep our cool, especially when we've been doing everything ourselves for a long, long time, our attitude again really matters here. So, barking at people, losing patience, not the job of a home manager. It is also not your job to sit back while everyone else works hard. Now, a little caveat here, I'm guessing that if you are here, this is not something you struggle with. You are not the kind of person that's like, I just want everyone else to do all of the things while I sit back and watch Netflix. Like that's typically not our personalities, right? Um, but it has to be said, there are going to be tasks that you do actually have to do that are your job, but probably more relevant here is the fact that you need to figure out which tasks are yours and which tasks can be delegated. All right. Most women get stuck feeling overwhelmed because they believe the lie that they are expected to do everything in their homes all by themselves. Absolutely. But you and me, we are done feeling stuck. All right. We are going to embrace this important role of home manager. We're going to learn how to create the plan, how to manage the plan, and how to delegate with confidence. Even if you live alone, you still don't have to do everything yourself. You can creatively outsource cleaning, laundry, meal prep. You have lots of options. Okay. One more thing. Not only is our role as home manager an important one to the state of our home, it is vital to the well being of our families. As home managers, we create the culture in our homes. This goes back to us setting the tone, right? We cultivate spaces, we cultivate routines, we cultivate connection. This is not a job that just manages stuff. We are given the incredible honor of cultivating hearts in our home. Managing our homes by default means that we have a daily influence on the people who live inside our four walls. Our attitude, our example, our strength are all necessary qualities to bring to this job. Understanding that this role goes so much deeper than just surface level keeping a clean house. All right. This role can bring incredible joy, really lifelong lasting connection, and actual satisfaction on a daily basis. So, today, my encouragement to you is to take back your role as home manager. It is holy work, impacting our loved ones and sanctifying our own hearts. It matters immensely. All right, today's challenge includes printing out your worksheet for today. And I want you to brain dump all the things that need to be done in your home on a regular basis. I'm talking everything. All right. Meal planning, meal prepping, laundry, dishes, outdoor care, decluttering, bedtime routines, everything that you do, or as many as you can think of. Okay. Then, what I want you to do is take that list on your worksheet. It's already set up for this, but you take that list and divide it into two categories: things that must be your job, that only you can do, and things that could possibly be someone else's job. All right. I want you to really think if each job requires you to be the one who does it. Sure, your personal touch can make everything a little bit better. Let's be honest, we all know that, right? But is it required? For example, when it comes to tucking your kids into bed, you might really want to be the person who does that. It's a connection time, it builds relationships, it gives your kids a chance to talk with you. It's really important. But when it comes to loading the dishwasher, even if you have a specific way that you know it's done best, maybe that doesn't have to be you. Maybe that can be someone else because it doesn't build connection, it doesn't build relationship. It's not dependent on you specifically being the person that does it. So, what I want you to do is fill out that worksheet, brain dump everything, and then divide it into those two sections, what must be you and what could be someone else. And bring it to tonight's live chat. We are going to share our lists. We're going to talk about some creative ways to delegate those things that you might not have to do. Like I said, even if you live alone, we have so many solutions for you that are maybe a little bit outside the box they haven't thought of before. So make sure that you do all that homework and bring it tonight. I cannot wait to chat with you then. See you there, friends. Bye.